I have done something here. Sequence matters. So I have changed the place where my frame was, I put it the first thing, and then now the corner radius start to work. So look at this. It's way more beautiful right now. Look at that. Okay, great. So we are gonna create a function here to make our button work because I can tap and nothing happens. So we're gonna make this action here works. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go right where we had our variables here in the beginning, and we're gonna create few more variables. Okay, first let's create our function. So it can be right under here this variable. So I write here func. Okay, I call a function. The name of my function is gonna be calculate. Okay, now I'm gonna open curly brackets, and inside of those curly brackets, I'm gonna tell a computer what calculate does. Okay, so as we're gonna solve quadratic equations, let's set some variables here to the computer. So let's go state variables. The first state variable I'm going to create is the variable d for discriminant, or as some people call delta. I'm going to tell that it accepts doubles, so double, and also I'm going to tell it right now it is 0.0. Okay, we both know that quadratic equations sometimes they have two different roots. Sometimes one root is the same as the other root, and sometimes there's no root in real numbers. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna create two more variables here. Oops, sorry. Another state variable. The first variable, I'm gonna call it root1. Okay. Also accept doubles, and also receives the value of 0.0. To make my life easier, I'm gonna copy this stuff here, copy and paste. Great. And then I'm gonna change the name for root2, and voila, I have two more variables here for root1 and root2. But how I'm gonna use this? I'm gonna use this here inside of calculate, right? Here, I'm gonna implement this the coefficients of the values here, the equation to make our calculator, right? So first we need a discriminant formula. I don't know if you remember this. So we're gonna tell that d discriminant or delta is b squared. There are a few ways we can do that. Here on Swift, we can see that's like this, like power. And then look at this. I have a few options here. I chose the first one. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say that the number b is squared. Okay, does it make sense? Great. Minus 4 multiplied by a and multiplied by c. Don't forget to give some spaces between these elements of multiplication, all these data types here, okay? Great. Now, okay, I'm gonna, to make life easier, just to remember what is this, I'm gonna just mention that is the discriminant. Okay, great. And now I'm gonna make the possible roots. Root 1, it's gonna be this formula here. the quadratic formula. Minus b plus, where is it? Plus the square root of the discriminant. So here on Swift, we have square roots, the first one here. The square root of the number, what's the number? The number d. Whatever is going to be the result of d, it's going to be here. And then all this value here, it's going to be divided by 2 multiplied by the number a. So we have first root. I'm going to copy this to make my life easier and paste on the bottom because there is another possibility, right? So I'm gonna change root 1 for root 2, and instead of plus it's minus. Okay, take a look at this. Does it look familiar? Okay, so after this part here is done, our app can make the calculations already, but it doesn't show where where these results are going to appear. So to finish this video, I'm gonna add the action here function. Oh, sorry, the action is calculate. Calculate. Yes, the one with the bracket, the one we have just created. But still, it doesn't show where we're gonna have the calculations, right? This is for the next video.